What's going on? It's your boy Travis Kinley, and I just got done blindsiding like a champ. Let's get it. Travis Kinley, and I am here to give you 3 tips for backing in the real world. I actually just got done backing like a beast. I mean, I came into this tight little loves, right? Maybe it looks like 20 trucks can park in here. Tight little spot is kind of cramped, right? So I don't have a lot of space to be swinging a tractor, right? I come in, I see 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 spots that are seaside spots, right? You got blind side on your passenger side, and I call it seaside, S-E-E, seaside. I mean, what's the opposite of blind, right? So I see 3 spots that are seaside spots, but then I see 1 blind side spot, and I'm like, I have time on my clock, I'm not exhausted, I do have to go to the restroom a little bit, maybe that'll be motivation. I was like, let's go ahead and practice this blind side, baby. Let's practice this blind side. So I set up for it. Everything's looking good. I start backing, everything's looking pretty good. Now I have to do a couple get out and looks. Sometimes I'm not getting out. Sometimes I'm just peeking through my passenger side window to my passenger side mirror on this side and just looking down that edge of the truck, because when you're blindsiding, you can't really see sitting in your driver's side. But about 3 or 4 times I had to do a get out and look. One time it was a literal get out and look. Wanted to check my driver's side one time, but sure enough, with only about 2 or 3 pull-ups, your boy was backing in that spot. Had 2 guys come out, they started helping me, but sometimes people offer help and it's not as helpful. We'll get to that later. But so their help wasn't very helpful. So I was like, look, Travis, I think you got it, man. Everything is looking good. All you get out and looks, everything looks good. Sure enough, your boy just pulled it right on in. Took a shower, I'm smelling good and clean, and now I'm here to give you 3 backing tips for the real world. Backing in the real world. Now, you may be asking, what do you mean by backing in the real world? If you're not familiar with the prime training process, you're going to go into PSD. Now in PSD, your trainer is going to get with you, and for approximately 2 weeks, y'all are going to focus on what do I need to do to pass my license test with the trifecta, because everybody's shooting for the trifecta bonus. I know what y'all doing, okay? What do I need to do to pass my license with the good old trifecta, right? Y'all are gonna focus on that in PSD, but then you're gonna come in TNT and you're gonna find out, man, everything is not like the pad, okay? You don't always have the same shapes as far as the shape of truck stop that you're in. Sometimes one of the trucks to the side of you didn't back up all the way, so you got one guy up here and the other guy back here, right? That's like being on the pad and having 2 cones, but they're not in line, okay? So backing in the real world sometimes is a little more challenging than doing so on the pad. So here's 3 tips for backing in the real world. Let's get it. Tip number 1, if your setup is not right, either A, ask your trainer, hey trainer, do you think my setup looks good? Or B, just restart from the beginning, okay? So this is for people who are still in TNT, or if you just got out of TNT and you're like, man, I'm really trying to sharpen my backing, but I'm just trying to figure out what I need to do. This tip I had to learn the hard way. One time I'm at California, and I think I'm a little fatigued, I'm a little hungry, so I'm feeling a little hangry, a little impatient. I don't set up great, but I'm trying to push it in there. And I got a guy out of my driver's side window, and he's trying to tell me what I should do, but old hard-headed Travis, no, I got it, and I'm in a Peterbilt. I got it. We're gonna get to that too. Listen, I was trying for so long. My truck said, hey, look, we're 30 seconds from overheating. Shut it down. Had to shut the truck down in the middle of the parking lot. Thank goodness the receiver was so gracious, so kind. All they did was crack jokes on me. It's like they got in this circle, the yard dog. Everybody stopped their job to come just crack jokes on me. And after they were done, they were like, dude, it's okay, man. It's good. We know we have a little parking lot here. People, struggle all the time. It was great. Another guy, another trucker, not even from Prime. I mean, this guy gets out. He's like, yeah, I'm a trainer, man. No worries. He gave me a few tips. And he's like, look, man, we all have bad days. Don't worry about it. Truly, I was having a bad day. Listen to me. If you don't think your setup is right, or if your trainer does not think your setup is right, the absolute worst thing you can do is keep trying. Okay, it burns up your time, it burns up your fuel, it hurts your ego, right? And then you're still literally gonna have to just set up again. Okay, if your trainer advises you, hey, look, I would probably set it up again, don't be like Travis. Travis is the type of guy that's like, well, you don't mind if I try. Don't, just listen to your trainer. If you set up and maybe your trainer is on the Qualcomm trying to dispatch a message, maybe your trainer, whatever the case may be, if you set up and you want to know, hey, what do you think? You need to ask your trainer. Ask your trainer, hey, how's my setup? Okay, if I had an empty parking lot, I'd love to do a video where I'm actually maneuvering the vehicle so I can show you what I'm looking for, how I'm setting up. One day I plan on doing that, maybe when I'm doing a on the road 34-hour reset. Nevertheless, focus on that setup, okay? The backing actually into the spot is a lot like PSD. Sure, there's some differences a lot of times, but it's a lot like PSD. But I guarantee you, if you don't set it up correctly, if you don't set it up correctly, you're a goner, okay? Tip number one, if you don't think for a moment, if you don't think your setup is correct, either A, ask your trainer, or B, just restart. It's probably not worth it. Tip number two, look. Just look, okay? There's one thing that I've noticed out on the road is that you'll have this opportunity to spot someone, but before you spot them, they haven't looked. They haven't gotten out of their driver's seat to look. And specifically speaking of blind sides, or they're not looking. Where are you looking? Get out and look. You gotta get out and look, okay? And again, I'm specifically speaking about blind sides. Don't be afraid to blindside because it's called blindside, because you hear that it's more difficult. Listen to me. I enjoy blindside parking. I enjoy it. I enjoy the challenge of it, and I enjoy the fact that I'm sharpening my weak side, right? But the thing is, it is the exact same thing as an alley dock. It's just on the other side. That's literally it. All you have to do is look more. That's it. It's a huge tip for backing in the real world, because in the real world, alley docks are not always on your driver's side, C side. Just get out and look. One thing that I'll do is I'll get up from the driver's seat and I'll peer into the side mirror that's right outside of the passenger window. Because from the driver's seat, when doing a blind side, you can't actually see out that mirror, the back of your trailer out that mirror sitting in your driver's seat. But if you just pull the air brake, put it in neutral, get up and peek, you can see where the back of your trailer is going. All you have to do is look. Same thing with the blind side. You can't see the back of your trailer out of your driver's side mirror. All you have to do is pop the air brake, put it in neutral, step down and get out and look. You literally step. Tip number two, and this one is for the blind side. Tip number two, look. That's it. Just look. I know it sounds extremely obvious, but look, okay? Listen, great, the alley dock is on the license test, awesome, right? However, in the real world, you do not always choose which side you're docking, which side you're parking. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of times when you just need to blindside, okay? It's the end of the day. You don't want to leave a truck stop because you're not comfortable blindsiding. That's the worst feeling. Now I got to search for a whole new sleeping spot. No way. Look, that's it. When you blindside, if you're not familiar yet, you cannot see the back of your trailer and where it's going very well, okay? The driver's side mirror, you can't see the back of the trailer. Passenger side mirror, you can't see the back of the trailer. But let me tell you, if you make an attempt to look, you'll be fine. What do you mean by look? Here's what I mean. When I'm blindside parking, I told you, I just get up from my seat, pop the air brake, put it in neutral, get up from my seat and peer out into the mirror, but right from the passenger side. Peer into the mirror and then you can see the back of the trailer. A lot of times you don't even need to peer into the mirror. You can just turn your head and you'll see it right out of the window. You see it right out of the window, right? All you have to do is look, okay? Same thing with the driver's side. You can't see in the mirror when you're peering to the back of the trailer when you're trying to blindside, but you just pop the air brake, put it in neutral, get out the truck, take 3 steps away from your driver's door, and all of a sudden you can see the trailer in the back. You see what I'm saying? You got to look. Do not be afraid to blindside. Sharpen your blindside skills, okay? I enjoy blindsiding. I told you when I came to this truck stop, I skipped 3 parking spots on my driver's side just so I could practice my blindside, and it's just making me more and more confident. Do not be afraid to blindside. All you have to do is look. All right, last tip, tip number 3. Tip number 3 is, as soon as you can, start training your eye to see where the trailer is going to be next. As soon as you can, start training your eye to see where the trailer is going to be next, okay? In one video, I gave this tip for people who are not at prime yet. Start pulling trailers as soon as possible. For me, I pulled horse trailers for about 2 to 3 years prior to coming to prime, probably about 3 to 4 times a week, going to state parks, back home, state parks, back home, and I got to back into my spot at home all the time. It trained my eye, my mind's eye, to see where my trailer is going to be next, right? So if I'm turning and my trailer is behind me to my back left here, maybe you're right, I'm confused how cameras work sometimes. If I'm turning and my trailer is over my left shoulder, I should be able to look out of my mirror. Once your mind's eye is trained, you'll be able to look out of your mirror or look out that window and see where the trailer will be next. When do I need to start moving, turning the wheel back around so I can back into it, get up under it? When do I need to, maybe I need to turn it to the right and kind of kick it, tighten that angle a little bit. You see what I'm saying? Start training your mind's eye to see where's the trailer going to be next, right? Junior Honduras, shout out to Junior Honduras. He's got this video, I believe, where one tip he gives on backing is that don't stop moving. Don't stop moving. Now, I can't remember specifically why he gave this tip, but I presume because when you stop moving, you can't see where the trailer's gonna be next. Well, now what do, right? Try to train your mind's eye. Where's the trailer gonna be next? Where's it gonna be next, right? One of the pieces of encouragement my trainer gave to me, he said, man, you're doing a good job. I can tell that you know where the trailer is gonna be next. It's like you have this eye for how the trailer moves. The sooner you can get that eye for how a trailer moves. If you're home right now and you're on the way to prime, start getting that eye. How do trailers move while I'm turning the wheel? When you pull these 53 footers behind your truck, you gotta start learning, how do these trailers move? How much if I turn to the right will this trailer kick and close? How much if I turn to the left will this trailer kind of kick and close, right? Trailer to the left, wheel to the right, trailer to the right, wheel to the left. I repeat this, I'm months out of TNT and I repeat this to myself all the time. Trailer to the left, wheel to the right, trailer to the right, wheel to the left. Constantly be thinking about where is the trailer going to be next. And I'm telling you, your backing skills will get so much better. All right, it's your boy Travis Kinley. This has been 3 backing tips for the real world. The first one is, if you don't think your setup is right, ask your trainer or just restart, okay? The second one is just look, and the third one is start training your mind's eye to know where is the trailer going to be next? Where's it gonna be next? Listen, check us out at otrcrew.com. Check us out at Driver Lineup and Discord. The links are in the bottom, okay? Check Junior Honduras' page out. Gonna send that link in the bottom. My contact information, Facebook, Gmail, and cell phone are at the bottom. Let me know if you need any advice, any help. If you're thinking about coming to prime and you have questions, I will answer them as honestly and as quickly as I can possibly get to you. It's your boy Travis Kinley checking out. Love you guys, and I'll see you soon.